I'm Rosemary Langford. My grandma used to like telling the story of how her husband, Mac, had tried to kill her. Twice. The fact that my grandpa would laugh along seemed to indicate it was just a story, nothing more. Though now that I'm married myself, I have a few doubts. The first time he tried to kill her, they'd gone for a drive in the mountains on Sunday. People did that then. Since it was fall and a bit chill, Grandma wore what she called her fur, a pony skin coat that's even now hanging in my closet. One wouldn't expect my city-bred grandma to know, but surely my grandpa did when he suggested a walk in the woods. It was hunting season, and Grandma in her fur. The first story would inevitably lead to the second, when they were fishing, and my grandma, just under 5 feet tall and unable to swim, fell into the river. Caught in the current, she managed to turn onto her back, from which vantage point she watched my grandpa, watching her, float downstream and around the bend. "He just stood there," she'd say. My grandpa would chime in here. He'd gotten snagged on some shrubs, and tangled in his fishing line, he was struggling to free himself while watching his beloved wife disappear. I'll let you be the judge. Marriage is a funny business. Whose idea was it we should join forces, for eternity some believe, with a person whose role we think is to provide everything we've ever wanted? Home, family, security, unconditional love. Might that be asking a little too much? Most of us do love our spouses, and my grandparents seemed happier together than most people. But who could blame a man if after decades of togetherness he'd just like a few minutes alone? My grandpa got his respite, about 15 years in fact, before Grandma joined him in heaven. When she died at age 89, my brother and I pictured Mac in his celestial workshop, every tool in its place, a fix-it project on the workbench. Suddenly he stops, and sure enough, there's Grandma's voice. "You, Mac!" Dutifully, he puts away his tools, smooths his hair, and after just the slightest hesitation, with a bounce in his step, he goes to find his sweetheart.